Hello everyone. So in today's lecture we are going to see duality in linear programming problem. So what is duality is that every linear programming is associated with any other linear programming problem. Okay, where the original problem is primal, and the other problem is known as dual. Okay, the optimal solution of one problem, if we find the optimal solution for primal, reveals the information related to the optimal solution of the other, which is for dual problem. Okay, so if optimal solution of one is known, then the optimal solution of other is readily available with us. Okay, so for each problem in LPP we are having one dual problem. So we are going to see how we can convert our primal LPP problem into dual LP problem. Okay, before that we are going to see what are the standard form of given LPP is. So there are two types. One is if my constraints are in less than equals to sign, all the constraint, then objective function should be in minimization form. And other one is the vice versa. If I am having constraint in the form of greater than equals to, then my objective function should be in minimization form. So any one standard form we will take and we will convert primal problem which is given to us in standard form. After that we will convert into dual form. Okay, so always we are having three steps. First, convert our given problem, primal problem, into standard primal problem. Okay, and after that we will convert it into dual form. Okay, so first we are going to see how we can convert any primal problem in standard primal form. Okay, so now we are going to see what are the steps involved or rules for converting primal LP problem into dual LP problem. So first thing is, if a given constraint in LP problem consists of either equation or inequalities, or even if non-negative variables or unrestricted variables, four cases are there, the dual of LP can be obtained by converting LPP which is given into standard primal form first. As I told you, first we have to convert primal problem into standard primal problem. So first step in that is, suppose I am having in minimization form. Okay, so I am taking my standard form as where my objective function will be in maximization form and all the constraint equation will be in less than equality form. Okay, so first step is to convert my objective function to maximum problem by multiplying with -1. So here I am converting my objective function, which is minimum, zx is equals to minus 8x1 minus 5x2 into maximization by multiplying it with -1. Okay, so what's my new objective function? That will be in maximization form, where I'm just writing it with the help of dash, which is negative of zx, and if you multiply with negative sign over here, you will get positive x1 and positive 5x2. Okay, so that's my new objective function. Next step is to convert greater than equalities in less than equality form. If you will see, here it is greater than form, here it is in standard form, this is also in standard form. So I just have to convert first constraint equation in greater than form. So it will be converted in from greater than to less than form by multiplying whole equation with -1. Okay, so now what is my new constraint equation? x1 less than -4. Okay, so that's how we will convert greater than sign into less than. Another case is if you have equality constraint, like here you are having less than or means inequalities in your constraint, but if you have equals to sign, then what you are going to do, you have to convert into two constraints where you will have one less than and another one will be in greater than form. So this we will see in our next example. Okay, so here it is not applicable because we are not having any equals to constraint equation. After that we will see what are the steps involved to convert any standard primal form into dual form. So these are the steps which are required. So that's my standard primal form. From last example you have seen it is negative over here. Okay, so here I have converted into standard form. All are in less than equals to form. Next step is to convert into dual form. For dual form, what is this thing? Transpose row and column of constant constraints. Here if you will see, the coefficients of constraints are, if you have in matrix form, if you will see, they are 1 0 0 1 and 3 and 2. So that's my matrix form. So what you have to do is you have to convert in row as a column, and means we have to indirectly take it transpose. So how it will look? It will look 1 0 0 1 3 2. So row is converted into column and column is converted into row by transpose operation on constraints of coefficients of constraints. Okay, next thing is we have to transpose coefficient of objective function as right hand side constant of constraint. Okay, so let me just write it. So first thing is, now my maximization problem will become minimization problem in dual. So objective function in minimization form. Okay, now new objective function I am representing it with ZW, where all the right hand side constraints constants will become my constraints of objective function. So 4 is there, 6 and 18. Okay, for 3 constants we will have 3 variables, W1, W2 and W3. Okay, so this is done. One more thing, now these will become my right hand side of constraint. So here I am just writing constraint equation after subject to okay. So constraint equations, constant will be 8 and 5. And how you will get constraint equation? By transposing row and column. So it will be 1 W1 plus 0 W2 plus 3 W3. Similarly 0 W1 plus 1 W2 plus 2 W3. Okay, and last thing is changing inequalities of less than form into greater than form. So here constraints equation will be greater than form, objective function is minimized form, constraints equations are greater than equals to form, and non-restrictive variables will be non-negative restrictive elements are W1, W2, W3, all will be greater than 0. Their value will be greater than 0. So that's how we have converted any primal problem first in standard form, and from that standard form, by using these 4 steps, I am converted into dual form. Of LP. Okay, so that's how we create dual linear programming problem from primal linear programming problem. So its solution will give an idea about solution of this problem. Okay, so that's all for today's lecture. Thank you.